Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Python's Classics. Yep, another one on the motor, but not this one, the one over there. So, in the last episode, we had taken the oil pump off, and we'd taken that apart and had a good look at it inside, see what it looked like. So, today, what we're going to do is we're going to take the rocker arms off and have a good look at the cam. From the early signs, it's not looking good. Let's dive into it and let's see what we find.
Right, the rockers, I think we were at. Let's see. We're just going to loosen these off. He says hopefully. Right, let's get something a bit faster. Hopefully this has got enough charge on it to whip these out. Right. Oop. It's got magnets in it, that's the problem. Clicking noise as the valves click back up as the pressure comes off some of the valves. I don't want to obviously mix these up. We'll get these things in different locations. Definitely see some wear, obviously. So this is well, actually we'll talk about it on the inlet. We'll see it a little bit better now. So here we have the camshaft, and whoa, oh wow. Check out the wear on that. I'm hoping you can see this. You can see it best on this one here. Look at the big lips on there, ridges. So exhaust lobes there, which are obviously pushing up. 2 valves per cylinder, so 1 lobe for each cylinder. And as you can see, these little rollers sit on the cams, and in time obviously these are wearing out. Not quite as bad, I think, on, well, yeah, not quite as bad on the inlet valves, but the exhaust valves have definitely had some wear. But anyway, let's pull this out. Oop. And pop this over here as well so we don't lose it. Now, the other thing is, as we can see here, let's pop this upside down. Don't want to lose those out of there. So these little guys, as you can see, these move around. These can go as well. So now I can't remember the name of these things, but they fill up with oil as well. There's a little bit of pressure, a little bit of give there. You don't want too much give, because obviously they're sitting on the top of the valves, and that's what pressures down on the valve. I'm not going to, because I'm not strong enough to do that with just my thumbs. Now, next thing is to get these caps off. Again, are these numbered? Yes, they are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, just wanted to make sure they were numbered, because I don't want to get those in the wrong place. Ooh. Look at the definite marking on there, and I can see silicon. Yeah, so that's not too bad. This one is scratched, that one's scratched. That one's not too bad either. They're not too bad in the caps. Right. Pop the cam out. Let's go and have a look at this in the light, like really good light. So as you can see, good wear, definitely. Oh, whoa. Now I'm picking that's just a defect in the material. There's one there on one of the inlets as well, but definite bit of silicon there that's managed to float its way up and sit up here. Definitely look, the inlet valves at the top lobes have definitely got plenty of wear on some of these. Camshafts can be repaired. I don't know how much it costs to be repaired. Will I repair this one? Don't know. Definitely won't be putting it back in like it is, that's for sure. Rise it off a little bit. Oh, I haven't loosened off our 13s. After all that, that's 10, 13. And fully loosen these off. I really should turn this engine around. It'd be a lot easier to work on. I thought I had. No, I have loosened those off. I've got all this crap around the place. There we go. Oh, smell that carbon. Right. Oh, I'll come back and have a look at that in a minute. Right, verdict. Head gaskets, obviously no good now. In fact, it's a bit stuck on in places. No worries. Well, hasn't been a failure from what we can tell. Let's bring this light over here a little bit more, get a better view of it. Gunk though. What is that gunk? Oh, what's someone been putting in here? Plenty of... Hang on, let's get the... Let's chuck that in there. Let's get something so we can turn this over and have a look at it. Right. Let's have a look. Other way. Yes, it's got a light to it. Right. So, obviously that'll all need to be cleaned out. Let's have a look at one of the bores. He says, picking out his handy little torch. It's a carbon lip, but I don't know if it's anything more than that, but it all looks good in there, doesn't it, really? He says, like I pull engine apart every day and I know what I'm looking at. So here we have the old cam. As you can see, how much of a lip's on that one, and here we have slightly newer one, which obviously has in much better condition. Now I think you do get a lot of these cams do have like you will get failure in the metal like this here, but I think this lip here, I don't know if it's just that's what happens to these or whether it's just from poor maintenance. You know, poor maintenance, not enough oil floating around the system, and based on, you know, the wear, based on the two metal surfaces running together. So you can see it's quite heavily on that one there. This nice new one looking good. So we've shown you the underside as well. Interested in hear people's comments about why one of those valves is a different color. Not sure if maybe it's been replaced at some point. Maybe it's been a little bit lean in there, but then it's strange as why is it only on one, not both of them. So anyway, hang on, let's flip it around for you. Let's see. Falling out. I was thinking, sorry, while we're here, let's have a look at it from this side. More silicone, bit of silicone there again. Yeah. Now, when I said pull this apart completely, will I pull everything else out? I'm picking, I think I'm going to ask for advice on this one, to be fair. I don't want to come this far and then just go, no, these are fine. We've got some sideways movement, but other than that, this one here, slight sideways movement. Very slight sideways movement, but no other slop there. Slight sideways movement. Again, I'm not the expert on engines, so I will get advice on whether we again take this apart and redo it, because if we're going to rebuild the whole engine, I've got to understand what this engine will be used for in the future. I don't want to, having come this far, I don't want to sell, then, you know, build it, then possibly sell it, and then find that should have done the bearings, especially if they're not a huge amount of money. But again, everything that gets done to this engine means that if I do sell it, then it's going to have to pay for itself. Right. Oh, I know what we need to do. That'll be why. Always the way with me. There's another one somewhere. Comes out now. A rubber seal on there we need to sort out. Right, let's have a look at this. Well, apart from some decent carbon buildup, assuming that's just okay, so that's another round of looking at the engine. Heads off. With my very untrained eye, it kind of looks okay. We've had a look at the block itself. We've had a look at it from underneath here. Everything looks all right from this side, and we've flipped it over. And it's not too bad in there either. So pretty happy about it. Now the good thing is if we take the rest of it apart, we can actually get this block cleaned up properly, get some paint on it. We have to decide a colour on that one. We'll have to get that sprocket off as well, because if we do the timing chain, typically I think, well, depends actually. Sometimes you replace that sprocket as well as the upper sprocket. And yeah, there we go. So guys, that's where we're going to end this one. As you can see, that cam's not looking great, is it? We'll leave it to you to decide what's going on with that one. But anyway, the good news is, a guy I've known through the R53 Owners Club, Richard Bray, has very kindly offered me one of his and sent one through, which we'll hopefully show some footage of shortly. So we'll have another one to put in here. It is just a standard one, but again, we're still trying to work out what we're going to do with this engine. I do need another one anyway, so and it will get used, so absolutely no problem there. The question is, do we create this engine as standard, or do we do something with it? My only concern, and you know, do think of this as you think about what to comment down below, is that, you know, I don't know where this engine's going to end up, right? So I could go and put something performance in it and then decide, actually, well, you know, maybe just sell it on, and then I have no idea with what, you know, what this engine's going to be doing. But it could be possible. The other option is, in that engine over there,
that we started this video next to. There's a Newman cam in there, and as that's going in the car straight away, I may not have time to go and get it tuned, and so what may happen is I may pull the Newman cam out of that and then put the standard cam back in there, just so I can keep my car running for a while. And you know, we could then book in a tune, and then, you know, just on the time, at that time, we could pop that cam out and swap the Newman cam back in. The other thing that's really, really important to me is, gosh, nearly 2 years ago I started this idea of having a YouTube channel, and first year went really, really well. Second year, maybe not so well, but admittedly I was really, really busy, and I certainly wasn't putting out as much content as I did in the first year. So that's the way things go sometimes, but thank you all to everyone who watches. Thank you those who subscribe and like and comment. Obviously I know you hear it a lot, but it does help us reach, you know, YouTubers reach those targets, and that ability to then hopefully make a little bit of money out of it, so I can actually then you know, spend more time doing this. And that's of course if you find these things useful. So yeah, if you do like it, please hit the like button, and more importantly, if you do, hit the subscribe button. And I always enjoy getting your comments. Sometimes comments I do get notifications of comments, but for some reason YouTube doesn't show them to me, which is a bit bizarre. I'm not quite sure why. So if that is the case, please try again. I will usually respond within 24 hours to most comments. Yeah, so as said, coming up to 1,000th subscriber, that's what I was after. And I did talk about giving something away. When we opened up this video, one of the things you would have seen is that Alta 17-inch pulley. It's nothing wrong with it, but I may not use it because a number of reasons. But you know, that will come off, and you know, maybe that'll be up for grabs. I'm having a look around to see what other bits and pieces I might have that I might be able to give away. Obviously this channel has become quite focused on minis at the moment. There was a bit of Land Rover stuff in the beginning, and I do at some point need to get back and do some more work on the Land Rover, but we'll have a think about some other little prizes that we might be able to give away, and see what we do. But again, thank you very much for watching. Take care for now, and we'll see you in the next one.